G'day ladies and gentlemen, the Buttsman here. Not too long ago, I found a particular human being who told vegans that they needed to decolonize themselves.
I keep getting told that my products are unethical because I use leather, or people messaging me asking me to use vegan leather instead. And y'all, please stop. It is not more sustainable or ethical to use plastic over indigenous processed deer hide.
Vegans, you should be using deer to make products, all right? And if you don't think that you should be using deer, then you are a colonizer and an evil white person. You got to understand, even though you swore never to hurt animals, the only reason you do that is because you're a racist.
If you want to live a life filled with environmentalism, then you need to look towards indigenous people.
Yes, if you want to save the world, look towards indigenous people. In fact, if you see someone who looks indigenous, I want you to go up there and scream in their face, "How do I save the world?" Anyway, that was hilarious to see. But it turns out she's got a lot more to say, and a lot of it is extremely unhinged, which sounds perfect for this channel. Let's take a look, shall we?
My body, my choice means personal choices. When you choose to go out in public and go indoors without a KN95 or an N95 mask, you are making the choice for other people's bodies.
Hang on, this must be an old video. Oh no, it's from 2 months ago. It's a video about a certain illness that spread around the globe. And Aurora Bird, or Birdie Blossom as she's known, is letting everyone know, with a mustache, is letting everybody know that, hey, if you're not wearing a mask still, you're a bad person. Okay, cool.
An immunocompromised person with asthma who's disabled and trans.
That's a combo. That is a combo meal. All right, asthma, disabled, trans. Man, you must have a busy Monday.
I not only am a more high risk to get sick, but
write this down. Nobody cares. Okay?
Then when I do get sick, I have less of a chance of even getting treated.
Why? Because you're trans? Go to the fucking hospital. That is ridiculous.
And that was shown today. I went to a new doctor's office to try to be established as a patient. They said that maybe if I want my doctor to wear a mask around me, then maybe I shouldn't actually be a patient with them.
Unless someone's sick, why would they wear a mask? Why? Like, there's no good reason.
There was an immunocompromised person who was put on a psych hold in the emergency room and refused pain meds for a migraine because they were asking their doctors and the nurse practitioners to wear masks in their room because they're immunocompromised.
Yeah, but how did they say it? Did they scream it? Did they yell it? Were they running around the room going, "Quick, I'm immunocompromised, put a mask on"?
They were told that they were being hysterical and overdramatic.
Maybe they were.
We can't help the fact that we're high risk.
Hang on, why are you high risk? Because you got asthma. But what about every other fucking illness? Like, have you been wearing masks your entire life? Or is it just because in your extremely strange circle, it's now popular?
You can help the fact that you're spreading diseases. COVID is not over. It's not like minimal either. This is major.
I can't comment on this on YouTube, all right? But you know what? I'll comment on this right now on Rumble, all right? We're going to edit this next part out, but this will go up on Rumble. Welcome back, YouTube. I just had a few things to say. Anyway, back to the video.
We have people who are high risk who have been isolated for years because people just want to get back to normal. My normal is now not being able to go to the doctor because my doctor won't wear a mask around me.
Wear your own.
Your comfort is not more important than disabled people being able to live.
Hang on, why are you disabled? Like, I know you probably shouldn't ask that, but let's check out Birdie's page and see why. Tiny studio in the forest of... Oh, you've got the Indigenous name in there. Okay. If you use the Indigenous name instead of the name, it tells me a lot about you, okay? Unless you are Indigenous, that's cool. That's fine. Then you use the name, all right? There is nothing more pretentious than a white person pretending they're woke, pretending they're so virtuous by using all the Indigenous names, but not actually helping any Indigenous people. That's fucking offensive. That's what that shit is. I hate that shit. Ladies and gentlemen, before we go any further in this amazing video by me, we have to talk about today's sponsors, by Optimizers and their amazing product, Magnesium Breakthrough. Now, if you've got muscle tension, if you're struggling to sleep, if you're having any of these issues, then you may very well be one of the many people, in fact, most people are, magnesium deficient. You just can't get enough from your diet, so that's why magnesium supplements are really, really important. And I've looked long and far, off into the distance, looking for the best magnesium products. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you this, I've found them. There are 7 different types of magnesium in Bioptimizer's Magnesium Breakthrough, and that's why you should check them out and give them a go for yourself. Head to bioptimizers.com/Butterfield right now to get 10% off your order. Now, back to the video.
I'm so tired of white cis women being more dedicated
I am also tired of white cis women
to being called a healer than actually doing the work to be a healer. The only thing that you're worried about healing is your bruised ego and being confronted with your complacency in genocide.
You seem to get really angry in a lot of these TikToks about things that don't seem to matter to anyone else.
And your obsession with upholding privilege. We do not need more nice white women. Are you kidding me? And stop asking marginalized people to do the work for you because you don't feel comfortable with it.
Who are you
I
talking
am
to?
so tired of having conversations with white cis women.
You're white. You idiot.
Or upset about the fact that they're being called in or called out than the fact that they're harming marginalized people.
What are white women
There is
doing?
literal genocide that they are paying for.
Who?
With the fucking advertisements that they're putting all over Instagram.
What?
And these are the same women that are the first to minimize the impact of social media.
Okay, I've taken a minute and just tried to understand what is happening in this video. And from the large caption that Birdie wrote, I have no idea what this person is yelling about. And this is the problem with TikTok. It gives a voice to people that should never have been heard in a million years. We're de-evolving. It's de-evolution listening to these people. Our brains are shrinking. All right, this is brain rot, is what it is.
So why is it that when in your mode of healing and community and business, why the fuck is liberation not being centered? Y'all are stealing resources and precious energy and precious time from marginalized people because you are not willing to do it yourself. It's pathetic and it's privileged as fuck.
Imagine if you were so passionate about anything that mattered. Anything. Like getting a job. You fuck. God.
Roses are red, violets are blue. If you're not fighting for Palestine, I want nothing to do with you.
What are you doing? Making TikToks? In your fucking shitty kitchen? This is what I think a lot of influencers or people who think they're influencers believe, genuinely. That they are making a difference by putting free Palestine or free Ukraine or whatever in their Instagram bio and talking about it on their Instagram stories. Do you think that people in the Israeli army, that people in Hamas, that people in the Russian army or the Ukraine army are looking at your shit? Do you genuinely think that they're taking a moment from being on the front line and just going, let's see what Birdie's got to say on this fucking shit? No one cares. You are nothing.
In case anybody is confused, welcome to my page. My name is Birdie, and I am against systemic oppression.
Cool, and your hair's back, which is nice.
And in this house, racism, ableism, transphobia, Islamophobia, anti-Semitism, classism, etc., not welcome here.
It's the opposite to my house. That's actually what we encourage.
And if you feel the need to announce yourself on the way out, don't worry. I'm celebrating. I'm not a person who likes to see the side of the victims and the abusers. And if you feel the need to tell me, like, I used to love you, your journey inspired me, but now you've gone too far. That's from an actual email I received yesterday. You never loved me. You were never inspired by me.
Lesbian, gay, bisexual on a t-shirt. How the fuck does that work?
You might have liked how I looked, or maybe you liked some idea you had of me of some genocidal
God, how fucking
person.
up your own ass
But that's
are
not
you?
who I am. I have always been this way, and I will always follow through on my moral and ethical code.
No one, shut up. I know this video is about you, but shut the fuck up.
I just started reading the Quran.
Oh my God.
And I am so excited about it. People thought when I first asked that I just wanted to read it out of curiosity, but I want to read it to study it. I started following somebody on social media.
Isn't it, what a strange, like, turn of events. Like, it's happened with the left and the far left and Muslims. If you are a Muslim person watching this, this isn't putting shit on you or your religion. I do that enough about all religions. And, you know, Salah alaikum and all the respect to your brother. But if you are a Muslim watching this, do you really think that this is the type of person that you want, you know, becoming invested in your religion? It's a strange move from the left. There seems to be more and more leftist activists who claim to be Muslims. It's fucking, I don't know where that, has anyone got any idea where that's come from? Because it's very strange. Considering the reputation, particularly in the Middle East, it's some very, and I'm not talking about every Muslim here, I'm talking about people who are really like bought fucking deep into the Quran. Considering that this is a trans person, a lesbian person, gay person, whatever, I just don't know if you understand what sort of happens in some of these really, really full-on religious countries. Do you? No, you don't.
social media that teaches the Quran and hosts a Quran book club for Muslims and non-Muslims. So I'm really excited to start going to.
Quran book club. Is it really a book club, or if it's only one book?
And also, did you know that Allah is beyond gender?
Yes, I bet many Muslims will love to hear that Allah is a part of the LGBTQIA plus community. Very nice.
Anyone who thinks that queer people are supposed to support a far-right, apartheid-based police state enacting genocide is seriously confused about our culture and our history.
I don't think anyone is saying that queer people should support anything. What she's referring to is when people say, you know, queers for Palestine is like saying chickens for KFC. And I just think that when you go balls deep into believing something, I just think that a lot of the people like Birdie, he, him, she, her, whatever, who gives a shit, what she's trying to get across is that you have to be 100% behind everything that happens in Palestine. You can think that the way that people in the Middle East, in particular parts of the Middle East, I'm not saying everywhere, treat, you know, gay people, have treated gay people in the past, is very bad, but you can also be pro-Palestine for other things, or whatever, or pro-Israel. I don't give a shit, right? It's got nothing to do with me. But to say that you are 100% behind whatever country in the Middle East you're talking about and everything they do is fucking nuts, man. I'm not 100% behind everything that Australia does, or America. This guy here was a gay Palestinian man, Ahmad Abu Mahari. He was beheaded in the West Bank because he was gay. For a long time, it's not been accepted in Gaza to be gay and in other parts of the world. And I guess it's just a strange thing to see a slogan, queers for Palestine, when these are the facts. And it's been going on for a long time. This is from 2003. In recent months, there have been repeated reports in the press and by civil rights groups on serious violations of the human rights of gay, lesbians, transsexuals, and transgenders in autonomous areas ruled by the Palestinian Authority. Now, I'm not saying that all Gazans hate gays. I'm not saying that all Palestinians hate gays. I'm not saying what the Israelis are doing is good. I'm not saying anything. All I'm saying is you saying queers for Palestine is like saying Jews for Germans in 1945. Right? That's all I'm saying. Maybe you could single out certain people in Gaza or Palestine, but saying it about the whole area sounds a bit strange, considering you wouldn't be very welcome there.
I keep getting comments from queer people that I'm betraying them and insulting them for looking into religion. And first off, let me just remind you that you would not have human rights without Marsha P. Johnson, Sylvia Rivera, and Stormy.
Stormy Daniels? The Trump lady?
That actually, historically, the Islamic world is very open for queer people.
Islamic people in the comment section. Is that true?
We even have special words. And it wasn't until the 18th and 19th centuries when Western European colonization came through and changed the culture and changed the narrative. And you can actually see that happen worldwide. The United States did not...
White people's fault. I should have fucking known.
The United States did not start off homophobic and transphobic. Uganda didn't start off homophobic.
The United States, better known as Turtle Island. Shout out to my Turtle Island fans. Great to see you.
Start off homophobic and transphobic. Uganda didn't start off homophobic and transphobic. The Islamic world did not start off homophobic and transphobic. And then people go, oh yeah, we'll point out a famous queer Muslim. How about Rumi? If you have religious trauma.
Okay, I don't know who that is, but sure.
Trauma, I am sorry. I do too. But guess what? You don't get to ostracize me from the queer community.
Yes, I do. All right? I do get to do that because that's what I do. I am the ostracizer. You're out, mate. You're no longer a part of our queer community that I've now put myself in. For the rest of this video, I'm non-binary, so I'm kicking you out, babe.
Because I'm actually finding God? Are you kidding me? I'm having a beautiful moment with myself.
You're having a meltdown on TikTok again and again and again and again.
I'd suggest that you start looking up some queer Muslims because there's a lot of them out there.
Lesbian Muslims. I will look that up on the internet and I'm sure I'll have a lovely time.
The queer community is not a monolith. The Islamic community is not a monolith. Can you please just stop trying to perpetuate trauma onto people because you haven't dealt with it yourself? I get to have my own journey with religion, just like you do. Me reading the Quran is not insulting to the queer community, but you know what is insulting?
Why do you have a mustache? Why?
Just because somebody is trans doesn't mean that they can't be transphobic. Lateral violence, very real, very scary, and very sad. Really good example of this is Buck Angel. If you look at Buck Angel's page, it's literally just him attacking trans women, trans kids, and non-binary people.
Buck Angel, who is a dude, was a woman, has a differing opinion to you. And therefore, that's violence. Anyone that says opinions are violence is an idiot and should never be listened to.
It's really scary and it's really sad when people are using the privilege that they have within their community in order to perpetuate violence on that community.
Buck Angel is not perpetuating anything, except for, in a lot of circumstances, knowledge and facts. Okay, cool. We covered that? Good.
This is your reminder that femmes with facial hair are so dang cute.
Fucking gee.
Every year on 9/11, America says never forget. Did you know that since COVID began, on average, we have lost that many people every 3.5 days? The only reason why our government is choosing to pretend that it is not a big problem is because of capital and protecting privilege and oppressive structures.
Lots of people die with that disease. Doesn't mean they die from it. You'd know that if you ever decided to take in information that wasn't drip fed to you through fucking Instagram infographics. You fucking dickhead.
And that is continuously fueled by ableism and individualism.
Oh, fucking throw the isms at me, please. Cover me in isms.
And that people aren't masking right now in public is because of ableism. It's that simple.
Shut the fuck up.
I will say again that ableism is a great and mighty tool of white supremacy. And if you don't understand that, please go look it up because I don't have time to explain it to you.
I bet you don't have time. I bet you're flat out doing fuck all.
Just a friendly reminder that facial hair does not determine how masculine or how feminine you are.
I am a woman.
There's a reason why queer people were included in the Holocaust.
Okay, we've blamed white people enough. We've talked about masks. Birdie, dude, lady, he, him, she, her. You don't have your pronouns in your bio, which I think, as I've said before, for trans people is actually probably a good thing to have in your bio because I don't know. But, mate, just fucking chill out. Relax, okay? Everything's fine. You live a very normal life. You've got a kitchen, you're making shit to sell on the internet, all right? You're fine. Shut up, breathe, fuck off. Ladies and gentlemen, be a good motherfucker, peace in the Middle East. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, check out Betterman, my book. It's very good. I'll see you next time. Toodaloo, au revoir. Bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, check this out. This is Betterman, my new book. Over the past 18 months or so, I worked on this, and I tell you what, I'm very, very proud of it. It is a manifesto on modern masculinity, what it is to be a man, what it is to be a good person, and a better version of yourself. It's not a memoir, it's a man-moir, ladies and gents. I think you will absolutely enjoy it. It's not an autobiography by any means. It does talk about my life and what I've gone through. I've been through a lot of mental health issues in the past. Well, not a lot. I was never fully schizophrenic, but I've had some issues. But it details how I dealt with those and continue to deal with those whilst doing stand-up and videos and raising a family and all of those different types of things. And ladies and gents, I think you will really, really enjoy this. I spent a lot of time on it. I really worked hard on it. And it means a great deal to me to now have it in my hands, ready for you guys to see it, read it, and become a part of it. Pre-order the book right now. Let's push our way to #1 on the chart. So head to isaacbutterfield.com right now and grab yourself a copy of Betterman. Thank you.